Congressman Steve Chabot has taken steps to allow cameras at his town hall meetings. Just last night, Fox 19 talked with Chabot about the old policy and why he changed it. So was this story really that big of a deal? Ben has the reality check.
Republican Congressman Steve Chabot says he has taken steps to allow cameras at his town hall meetings. Up until Monday night, though, not only could you not videotape the town halls, people couldn't even ask questions. They had to submit those questions on paper in advance. But the whole thing blew up just 8 days ago. Here's what happened.
I have every right as a citizen to film my congressman in a public place.
At the town hall meeting last week, 2 people had their cameras taken away. Both of those videos now posted on YouTube. Here's a clip of the altercation between a Cincinnati police officer who was taking cameras away and the man who had been videotaping.
Just the easy way?
Sir, I'm well within my rights.
Let it go.
I'm well within my rights documenting this event.
You're not a member of the press, sir.
I'm well within my rights documenting this event.
Keep this peaceful, okay?
No one, this is a public building.
Okay.
No one has a right to say that we can't utilize our phones and equipment.
So where to begin? First, this event is at a public place. Cameras are perfectly legal. To be clear, there were signs posted on the doors letting people know that videotaping would not be allowed. But the problem isn't the cameras, the problem is the sign. This isn't a private building, therefore there should be no assumption of privacy. This is a public town hall meeting, and the event is being funded by taxpayers. But because of the sign on the doors, Cincinnati police took those cameras away.
They don't want you using it in here.
It's not against the law to film.
Yes, it is. That's what I've been told. They don't want you filming in here.
Give me a reason.
To protect the identity of the constituents.
I have every right to film this. I have every right as a citizen to film my congressman in a public.
Oh, but she does. And I believe the officer when he says he was told it was against the law. But simply because a congressman decrees something doesn't make it law. A spokesman for Congressman Chabot says it's an old policy to not allow video cameras, and it goes back to 2005. The congressman explains the policy like this.
Well, essentially, we had some folks who were concerned about their privacy being impinged upon, whether they have a problem with the IRS and don't necessarily want the IRS seeing them on camera, or they have health issues which are pretty sensitive. So what we've done is we've adjusted it, we've modified it so that we'll meet with those folks in private after the meeting. So that seems like a reasonable compromise.
But whatever the reason, the congressman and his people had no right to prevent the videos from being recorded. The freedom to videotape in a public place is protected under the First Amendment of the Constitution as freedom of the press. Just because you don't work for a news station doesn't mean you're not media. Anyone can upload video to a blog or to YouTube. Also, the Fourth Amendment was violated as well, the right to protection against unreasonable searches and seizures without probable cause. And if you think probable cause would be the sign on the door, think again. The Supreme Court has already ruled on cases of allowing cameras in public places where there should be no assumption of privacy. So here's what you need to know. Reality Check is glad to hear that the congressman has changed his policy. But the bigger issue of concern is why cameras were banned there in the first place. The officer told the woman whose camera was confiscated that it was being done for, wait for it, security reasons. Seems like an awful lot of rights can be stepped on with just those 2 words. And that is Reality Check.
If you'd like to make your own voice heard on this story, you can comment on Ben's Facebook page. Just search Ben Swan, WXIX. Still ahead.